We love y'all. Okay.
Desdemona, where do I begin? Who among us here is without sin? I'm just a lonesome drifter on the only highway. I'm just a lonesome drifter on the only highway.
Got back on the trail near mile 618 where Rodney and I got off trail when we did our 20-mile stretch and ran into Tim and Susie Colby, who took us into Flagstaff. So I still have about 80 miles south of the south rim of the Grand Canyon to fill in.
Lonesome drifter on the only highway. I'm just a lonesome drifter on the only highway.
Them trail fans are putting off a nice breeze today.
I had gotten used to things being kind of lonely. I mean, I guess you don't ever really get used to it, but that was the norm. And now I had gotten used to not being alone. It was really nice getting to spend some time on trail with Rodney. Then he got to spend some time with both of his kids, and I got to see my stepdaughter, and it was really nice. When they left, it was tough on me and Mom. I think Mom might have cried more than I did because she's like, we've just been out here for 3 months, and you know, our only family that we had here has just now left us. And then just to top things off, it was time to move again. We moved from Flagstaff up to Tusayan, I don't know how you say it, Tusayan. And there were no Airbnbs right in that area. So we holed up at, they call it a hotel, but it's got doors on the outside, so it really seems more like a motel, which is honestly way better for having dogs. And I think it'll work out fine for me to knock out this 80 miles south of the rim, and then we'll travel up north somewhere. The end of the day is drawing near. I will have at least 21 miles today. It's not the 25 I was really hoping for, but I had to stop and take another break. I've been trying to pump and walk, except for at lunchtime. But I decided the last pumping session to sit down and take a break because I've got a bad headache. But also, in a mile, I'm gonna hit a water source that is a wildlife waterer, and it's off trail. So there's like a junction, you gotta go down a side trail for it. And apparently it's a pain because it's very green and cloudy. So it's clogging people's filters or comments about it and far out. But you know, it's all the water that there is. So, but somebody remedied that. Some random trail angel that I do not know. So if it was you, random trail angel, thank you. But apparently in the comments at the junction, there were like 5 gallons of water as of a week ago. I don't think there have been a ton of people through here since then. So I'm really hoping that it's still there. We'll see. Moment of truth. Yes. Oh, thank goodness. Whoever left this for real is an angel, because As you can see, this is not a well-traveled road. So grateful right now that I don't have to go off trail and deal with back flushing my filter every liter to get water. And a good camping spot too. I can fit my duplex in there. Yeah, I can make that work. Dog pile. All night I heard a noise that sounded like a train in the distance, and I think it was the windmills, wind turbines. This is definitely more exposed than the forested areas were. I do not like my upgraded Sunbrille hat. It's just not the same as my other one was. I don't know what changed. So I'm just boycotting it. I'm just not gonna wear a hat. I've got my sun hoodie, I've got my umbrella, and I got sunscreen. So I will make do until the end with that, unless for some reason I change my mind, but. Tim and Susie told me they're gonna cache some water for me at Moki Station, and I am so grateful because it would have been 25 miles or so without any water, and I had thought about self-caching water there, but it's kind of a bumpy road from what I understand, and I don't really love Mom and Bratcher having to go down somewhere like that. So super grateful again for Tim and Susie, who have just helped me more than I could ever repay them. I am at Moki Station, and I see my gallon of water. Yay! Thank you, Tim and Susie. Time for lunch break. Well, I wish I could say that my headache was completely gone, but it's still just been lightly lingering all day and through the night, but much better right now than yesterday when I stopped and made camp. I'm thinking maybe it was just the wind blowing so hard yesterday and stirring stuff up, and me breathing it in, maybe sinuses or something. This is kind of TMI and gross, but when I first started the trail, going from humid Alabama to dry and just arid Arizona, I had like bloody boogers all the time. And it's back again. So it's been back really since the Grand Canyon. So anyway, I don't know if something different is blooming or just like I said, just the wind stirring around, but the wind is nice to have because it cools things off. So pros and cons to everything.
Looks like a pig nose.
I'm actually starting to see some taller trees, not just the scrubby stuff. I was afraid the trees would be gone until the south rim. Well, until after the south rim. Oh, man, y'all are a sight for sore eyes. Well, how was camping here last night? It's just been going for like 3 days now.
During the night, but it never stopped.
Yeah.
Welcome back. I missed it 15 minutes ago. There were 8 horses came down off the hillside over there and came to this tank.
Really?
Oh, it was beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I've been seeing some horse doo-doo on the trail today, but
Should have been a cowboy. I should have learned to rope and ride. I'd be wearing my 6-shooter, riding my pony on a cattle drive, stealing a young girl's heart,
Hey guys, girls.
just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs.
They're scared. Oh, they're scared. Now these are badgers, not skunks. Cannon. These,
That's gonna happen.
they are. Woo!
Man, the stance that thing
That
took.
he did. He's like,
He's gonna be
come at me, bro. Look at that big
really
booty.
cute, actually.
You big blubbery booty.
I started feeling something today that I forgot until today, that I always start feeling at the end of my thru hikes. And it's like this, I don't know how to explain it, like an uneasiness where it feels like it's finally gonna happen. Like you're so close that you can almost taste the victory. But there's like this creeping concern that you've made it this far and that some dumb little thing could strip it all away. Like you're so invested now that you just don't want anything bad to happen to where you can't finish. 700 plus miles is, you know, nothing to be disappointed in, even if some catastrophe were to happen or whatever. But I think I need to remind myself this last several days, week, however long it takes me, I just need to take it all in. To the national park we go. To the national park we go. Hi ho the Dario, to the national park we go. I am officially entering the Grand Canyon National Park.
Finally see a bull elk on the trail. Hey, I see a booty. Wonder why you're tagged and collared. Wonder what study is being done.
So if I was doing a normal thru hike, I assume I'd have camped here at my other campground. And then it's about a little over 2 miles to South Kaibab Trailhead. I am half a mile from the South Kaibab trailhead. This will be the 4th time that I stand at the South Rim. And this time I'll actually know what it feels like to walk through it. It's just one of those landmarks that's actually worth all the hype. It just takes your breath away. And I don't think it matters how many times you see it. But just to have a different perspective of it. I guess the only thing that, I don't know, might be kind of cooler is if you were to go to the moon and look at the Earth, you know, when you've always stood on the Earth and looked at the moon. I mean, that would be like way more epic, I'll be honest. But still, so many people come and stand at the South Rim. But what they told us when we were in the Grand Canyon is that only 1% of the people who visit the canyon each year actually go down in it. So, yeah. But I'll be really happy to finally have my footsteps connected. I think it's gonna feel like I'm complete again. And then tomorrow we travel up to Jacob Lake, and the following day I'll start back off at the North Rim and I'll be Utah bound.
Is that fun?